kids? Welcome to Dollar Tree Theater. I think this is 18. This is number 18 of Dollar Tree Theater. I watched this movie that everybody seems to be picking up, Everfall. There's a nifty background. Not sure the antler trees have too much to do with this movie, but this movie concerns a young woman called Ava Saint, played by Jess McLeod. She had suffered an injury, a big scar on her leg, but she's a figure skater, and she's not really cutting it too well. She keeps on making mistakes, and one big, I'm not sure if I think it might have been a tryout or a practice or run, her boyfriend, Daniel, is off doing extreme sports for his YouTube channel, jumping off a mountain with a GoPro, and he's late for her tryout or whatever it was. And she screws up. We don't see it, but it wasn't successful, and of course she blames him. He's kind of an arrogant asshole. He's kind of self-centered. He has a story arc with that type of issue. Well, Ava is not working out, and her coach, Coach Goodwin, played by Callum Fior. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. I'll put it on the screen. But he, for whatever reason, he suggests she goes off to a place called Everfall, where they have some sort of its own competition, maybe new training or something. I'm not really sure. It's I'm a little unclear on exactly what the whole point was, but so she decides to go. She takes Daniel and his photographer named Jordan, played by Christian Wang. They go off to the Overlook Hotel. Actually, that's only one element of it. They go to this arena. It's actually called the Arena, which, that might have been a good title for the movie. That's a type of thing that Bentley Little, the author, he names a lot of his books, most of his books, the something, the mailman, the store, the policy, and so forth. But they go in to register and all that, and it just automatically you start feeling this vibe that this is kind of like a haunted house type movie. There's a lot of elements of Silent Hill. Not familiar with the game as much as the movie. There's a creepy little girl running around. There's some naked old lady, old crone. And a shining element. There's a room, dressing room 5, which all the bad stuff happens, and as the little girl says, and the old lady stuff is really off the wall, but a great deal of what's really going on, especially when the focus kind of shifts from Ava to Daniel, and he has to deal with maturity, who he really wants to be, to Ava actually, but this place, which was burnt down in 1969, and it actually burned down the whole town, and there's another fire on its way, and Ava's parents are on their way to try to find her. But yeah, like I said, elements of Silent Hill, a touch or two of the Shining. It more or less it's its own story, but it just borrows those elements. It lags in the middle quite a bit, and some of it gets really kind of goofy. I mean, the naked old lady right off the bat, but some of the directing is a little overwrought. I mean, there's a couple moments, and it only happens twice, where it's like when you see the arena at first, you see the three people standing in front of it, and there's a swelling of music, ominous music, and the camera does a little bit of a crane shot, and you see the arena, and it's like, this almost feels like a parody, because it pushes it a little bit too much. The director, John Cusack, I think that's how you pronounce his name, he really didn't do anything much other than a Christmas movie. Let's see, A Miracle on Christmas Lake, and then he does this horror movie. Honestly, I think he knows what he's doing for horror, but he's still, working the kinks out with this movie. Is it pretty decent? I'd say so, especially for $1.25. A lot of the photography is really good, especially in the beginning. I mean, they actually have somebody jumping off a mountain with a GoPro. That looks spectacular. But that is Everfall. It's a pretty halfway decent horror movie in the likes of like I said, Silent Hill, The Haunting, or not The Haunting, but The Shining. But it's halfway decent. I'd recommend it. That's it for Dollar Tree Theater number 18. Until next time, stay safe. Always have a good time. Bye now.